Hello, and welcome to Beautiful Breakdowns, where we break down and then break it down. Today we are going to be focusing on a song of mine called Kicks. It's the second song off of my album, and without further ado, let's get to it. How about this smoke today? Whew. You get your kicks out of fixing old cars and vintage motorcycles going over your bars, it's true. My kicks you. You get your kicks on the open road, laying your mattress when it's finally snowed, it's true. My kicks you. Can't get my kicks, get my kicks, get my kicks now. Life, it's a bitch in a fix now. You get your kicks fixing barbecues, jamming with your friends, talking the latest who's, it's true. My kicks you. You get your kicks out of any old thing. In fact, I'm the only one who you don't seem to kick it to. My kicks you. Can't get my kicks, get my kicks, get my kicks now. Life, it's a bitch in a fix now. Can't get my kicks, get my kicks, get my kicks now. Life, it's a bitch in a fix now. I guess I'll have to pick another poison line to trick, anything to get you off my mind. Call it love or call it war, you're the one I'm fighting for. Wish that you could be on my side. Can't get my kicks, get my kicks, get my kicks now. Life is a bitch in a fix now. Can't get my kicks, get my kicks, get my kicks now. Life is a bitch in a fix now. I guess I'll have to pick another poison line to trick, anything to get you off my mind. Call it love or call it war, you're the one I'm fighting for. Wish that you could be on my side. Can't get my kicks, get my kicks, get my kicks now. Life, it's a bitch in a fix now. Can't get my kicks, get my kicks, get my kicks now. Life, it's a bitch in a fix now. Kicks. Kicks is about when you get out of a relationship that you've been in for a long time, and a relationship where it was a bit imbalanced in terms of you felt like you needed to become a part of their world to be able to keep the relationship together. So you slowly over time make a few accommodations, make a few sacrifices, and those little things add up over time. So when you get out of it, suddenly you realize that they were kind of the center of your universe, and you prioritized a lot of their friends, you prioritized a lot of their family, and yeah, then suddenly you're kind of back plopped into your old life, and you need to figure out again what all the things that you loved doing were. And yeah, that's it. It can be tough. It can be a fantastic time because you get back out there and you get to explore again, and you get to try out a bunch of hobbies that maybe you kind of abandoned to prioritize other things. But it's also tough. It can be a bit of an isolating time too. And that's what this song is talking about. So it's talking about how your ex, had all of these activities and a lot of things that you prioritized and became part of, and their life didn't change that much when you left, because you were really living in their world. So all of the other stuff is still there for them, but your entire life has changed. And yeah, that you realize that, they were really the priority, and that, they get their kicks out of all of these different things. But the big kick and the big priority that you had in your life for quite a while was them. And you're kind of floundering on how to deal with that and how to fill up that massive void. So this, as happy as it sounds on the album, it actually is the first song that I wrote after my breakup almost 2 years ago. And I hadn't written a song in a few months because I was just that out of it. I always know I'm in a very bad place when I'm not writing music. And I finally sat down and I wrote this song, and it came out, and it was just very honest to how I was feeling in that moment, that I was living in a new house, in a new neighborhood with like almost nobody that I knew, away from my, friends and family and support systems and everyone that were all on the opposite side of the city. And I had really moved to the opposite side of the city to be with my ex. And I even ended up buying the place that I bought to try and stay close to see if we could make it work. So it's an interesting thing when you prioritize someone else so much so. But I felt so much relief after writing this tune and kickstarting the creativity again. And looking back now, it really was the starting point of beginning to see little elements of myself and my joy and my independence come back. So that's the story behind Kicks. Thank you so much for tuning in to the second episode of Beautiful Breakdowns, and check out the next episode next Friday. Bye, guys.